Yes, welcome to the stream. Big ups, everyone. Back doing City transfer news stream. Not gonna have much to talk about, but the main bombshell that it had to drop yesterday, when the day where I literally was not available for the whole of it. But yeah, it had to drop yesterday, didn't it? But Kyle Walker, after officially 7.5 years at the club, has officially left the club, and my thoughts are that that's the right decision. Good luck to Kyle Walker at Burnley. Are really how I feel about it. There's no denying that he did a lot for us over the times where he was at his best. Yes, Elijah Lawson, how you doing? There are a lot of occasions where Kyle Walker has just been that top right back that he's been said to be. And he's gone to Burnley, staying in the Premier League. We're going to see him again one way or the other. And yeah, hopefully it'll all be good. But yeah, good luck to Kyle Walker. We're going to go and have a look at Burnley's official account, where the announcement is and whatnot. But yeah, let's go over to Burnley then. Oops, misspelled that. Let me know what you think to this news, by the way. I've got a feeling that we're all thinking similar, but do you think he should have stayed? Do you think he should have left? Anyway, shall I get this on screen? Gotta share it first. There we go. Arsenal slowly cooking right now. Zubimendi confirmed Gyökeres might happen. What are Arsenal cooking all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm in the sun. Noni Madueke as well. It looks like. Trying to see. This is Kyle Walker. He's officially a Burnley player, by the way. It's not a loan move or anything like that. But yeah, here he is. A 2-year deal for Kyle. Look, I hope he absolutely smashes it. 5 million, I think the fee was, which I don't think anyone was expecting anything like that. We'll talk about Arsenal in a moment, by the way, because yeah, their business is good. Gyökeres for not 65 million, it seems, as apparently Sporting have turned on their word. So it's probably going to be nearer to 100 maybe. Madueke might be 40 to 50. Trying to think of what else. And of course, Zubimendi was about 65. So yeah, the summer they're doing it. They're doing the summer that they needed to do. They're bringing in another solid midfielder. They're bringing in a number 9, which is what a load of Arsenal fans have been saying they need to do, get a number 9. And more than just Arsenal fans, rival fans have been saying that a number 9 is what Arsenal's team needs. My school graduation today, and not even on the blinking list. Oh, blinking Elijah. Well, I hope you had a good day nonetheless. But yeah, in terms of Kyle Walker's deal, we'll have a look at some quotes. He did have a goodbye message for the club, I believe. So we'll quickly go over there. This is City. Big ups to him. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already. Man City. There we go. So Mubama's joined Stoke on a season-long loan. Look, I don't think Mubama's got a future here, if I'm being honest with you. I think we're probably just going to sell him on eventually. It was looking like he was going to go to Ipswich, but I guess not. Kyle Walker, though, this is the official. That's the old article. We don't want that. This is the official piece saying that Kyle Walker has left the club. Keep scrolling down a bit here. City Extra is probably the right guys to go to for this, if I'm being honest. Give me a right back, City. Yes. How are you? This is City. Big ups. What are your thoughts on rumours on Dumfries? Yeah, I did hear those. I mean, 25 million's not bad for his calibre. But I also want to think long term as well, because we'll get about 3 years, 4 years at a push, maybe. You know, but I just feel like it's not super duper long term. Don't mind signing him and maybe another player, but then you could argue like, is Dumfries going to be willing to like sit on the bench and whatnot? Rumours on Dumfries shut down by City Extra. There you go then. There you go. I'll find that tweet in a moment. But yeah, we do need a right back. We absolutely do need it. Let's go find when Kyle Walker's thing was like officially announced. That was the here we go. That was the official. That was Mubama joining 7. So here is an official goodbye message. 7.5 years, truly amazing, fantastic, wonderful, and special place that will remain in my heart forever. I feel like what we achieved as a club and organisation, a family, and not just that, the players, staff, fans have been incredible. Ups, downs, bad times, good times, the troubles and sirens of muddy balls 4 in a row, you name it. We've kind of done it, and I wanted to thank you and everyone that's associated with Man City, Caldoon, Tatiki, and obviously the coach. You've left a true special place in my heart forever, and I'll be fully in debt, grateful for what you made my experience, not just my experience, but my family and the good times we shared on and off the pitch, especially when we won trophies. I want to say thank you to the lads, the players I've been with past and present. An absolute honour, very, very fortunate to play with some legends, but there is still top legends at the club, top players. I believe you can carry on achieving what we've achieved over the years. It's not a farewell, it's a see you soon. Thank you once again for the fans, everyone associated since 2017. My chapter is moving somewhere different, a little bit different, a little bit of a different challenge, but one I'm really looking forward to attack. The Kyle Walker, like you said, Walker is our greatest ever right back, Prem greatest right back, but not even tier 1 or tier 2 legend. For me, he was tier 3. Yeah, the end of it was a bit sour, which I think has dampened Walker's legacy as in terms of a Man City in terms of a Man City legend. How it's ended is it's not. It could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse. It's not like how João Cancelo went out, but it wasn't the best way to go out either. Galcara celebration. It's okay. What is it like that? Or does he do something different? It's like that, isn't it? Like that, basically. I'm probably not doing it well. That's probably the best I'm gonna get. Don't what you like, I guess, but it's a tad cringe, I suppose. Yeah. I much prefer the giving it up to the crowd and whatnot. That's a bit more my style. But oh well. AFTV Robbie ruined it as usual. Kyle Walker doesn't surprise me. This message, you can kind of see it coming sometimes with goodbye message. But yeah, he's been a great right back for us. Especially those first 6 years, I'd say, were really great. The last year and a half did deteriorate, but those first 6 people won't forget, and they really have solidified him as a wonderful right back in the Premier League, and he's staying in the Premier League too. He's gone to Burnley, so like I've said, we're going to see him at Turf Moor, and he'll come back to the Etihad at some point this season. Kyle Walker. Choosing Burnley. At this stage of my career, being at City, a great club for many years, I went overseas on loan to AC Milan, tried that out, but I just felt something that I felt like I needed something that was a family club. I've been around the place, Burnley, on my son is training at the training ground, and you can feel the aura around there and what the owners are trying to do, and I wanted to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the success. I mean, hey, if Burnley are like really successful, good luck to him, but we'll see. 30 back in Manchester end of the week, can't wait. Nice, Degrees are going to be right back up there. Nice and hot. Now then, if you don't know, Dumfries rumours were coming out. And like this, as City said before, and like this very clearly says, at the moment we understand City have made no efforts towards signing Inter Milan's Denzel Dumfries, despite recent reports. And yeah, don't wrong, he's cheap, the fee's good, the quality of player is good. You know, it's not an awful signing, but like you've quite rightly said, I'd much rather 25 go towards that Livramento money, you know, and any wages you'd give Dumfries go towards Livramento, you know, just go all in for him, you know, just go all in for him, you know, we need a proper right back, just go for it, we have the money, there's no way we don't, you know, because don't forget that between Shirky and Aitnari, take your pick, they're free because of the Club World Cup. Okay, so we've spent about 70 to 80 million so far. Okay, we've spent about 70 to 80 million. Okay, because again, like I mentioned, the other signing's been paid for. Okay, I refuse to believe that we don't have like at least another 100 million ready to go. You know, I refuse to believe it. And outgoings are coming too. You know, this squad is going to get thinner. You know, Jack Grealish is on the way out. That's easily, hopefully, another 30 million quid. Well, that will take until August, Liam. It will take a while, okay, but for me, if you can get Livramento, even if you... And for me, yeah, if you can get Livramento now, before even the Premier League actually starts, then just go for it, because don't get me wrong, it's going to suck that he's not going to have a while to train with the team before the Newcastle game. But there's no preseason for him to miss out on now. Okay, so it's just going to be a bit more of a bumpier adjustment period when you really think about it. I would get him before the Premier League start. Yeah, for me, work on Livramento, but just in case Livramento, to be honest, City can't. They have to get players out first, I think. Yeah, I can see that, to be fair. We do have a lot of players. So, yeah, we do need to get players out. And look, Jack Grealish is on the way out. You know. Jack Grealish should go. Again, he's going to be about 30 million, hopefully. We have to get rid of a centre-back. We have 7. 7 centre-backs is insane. We almost have enough for... We do have enough for, like, 3 back lines just from our centre-backs. 1 centre-back has got to go, one way or the other, at least. I don't know. Just one of them. It won't be Diaz. It's probably not going to be a Kanji or Stones. However, once that's said, no one knows what City will do with Livramento. City have no chance in early or even mid-July, so also said we have to get the players out first. I don't think it's anything to do with price. We need to sign him before the window ends. It's a must. Yeah, absolutely. And Khaldoon said we would. Khaldoon has told the fans that we would. Okay, if you go back to that interview, he mentions the 3 players we've signed, and he said we're not done yet. Okay, and I'm not counting Bettinelli. No offense to Bettinelli, but I'm not counting Bettinelli as the we're not done yet signing. You've got to go out there and you've got to go sign a right back because we need one. Okay, we need to tighten up at the back. and a proper right back is going to help with that. I like Núñez, but again, I do think he can serve as a rotational option. That's been my stance on it. You can't start the window and stop by saying for me and stop. For me, that's a failed window. Yes, again. For me, it's just like a what could have been window. That's like what goes through my head in those kind of situations. When something starts brilliantly. Imagine like you're watching a TV show. Okay, it's been amazing, but then the ending is just awful, and it completely just spoils the taste on the whole show. Okay, you can't go back to it. Okay, it's completely soured the taste. It's a disappointing ending. Those 4 players, if you want to count Bettinelli, that was a great first chapter. We have to flip the page now, okay, and start chapter 2 and sign blinking Livramento, blinking, you name it. We have to. We absolutely have to. Big up Sam and the student so far, by the way. Make sure to leave a like. If we don't get another player, it's a 4 out of 10 window. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, for me it's similar. 5 at an absolute push, but yeah, it's absolutely similar because when you start this well, you've got to start. It's the same. Start as you mean to continue. We started well. We want to continue going well. Hassan, welcome to the chat. Hey, dude, big ups. Because at the end of the day, we would have been cheap again and not addressed with what's necessary. Yeah. Kyle Walker gone. It's leaving a hole in this team. Okay, I know Núñez plays there. Okay, and I know we didn't have Kyle Walker for the second half of last season. Really, the whole season, because Kyle Walker last season was not the Kyle Walker we know. So, Kyle Walker, all right, that hole is now open. Núñez is like doing a patch job. He's put a plaster over it, okay? But when it really gets to it, we need that right back that can really clog it up. I swear if Arsenal get Rodrigo, I will be sick. Only played I read 23 minutes in this Club World Cup. Maybe it's slightly different now, but yeah, I only played 23 minutes or something like that. Garcia guys cooking for them though. Just today, Hassan has been dead for a month now. I can't lie. Yeah, to be fair, the news has been awful. You could. It would take you a while to scroll through one day. Back when we were linked to our free signings we've gotten so far, but I scroll a bit and I'm already yesterday. I scroll a bit more, and I'm already day before. I scroll a bit more before that, and I'm back on July 3rd. It has been quiet. Denzel Dumfries was the biggest thing we got, and that's already been stuffed down. So. Elijah Watt, Arteta won't win. Won't win no matter what. I know Liam, but what if they do? It's alright. Yeah, it's Arteta. Don't panic. Thoughts on Gyökeres going to Arsenal? Good signing. They needed a striker. And I was saying in streams why would you go for Sesko when Gyökeres is there? You might as well go for Gyökeres, who's got better numbers, and the fee's probably not going to be that much different. To be honest with you. Get well soon for Musiala, by the way. It's a 3 to 5 month injury, I believe. It's a tough one. It's been mainly Arsenal Gyökeres. Ghana Gay to Everton. It's a 2-year contract. 2-year contract with him. Zubimendi officially announced. Gyökeres is very good, but nowhere near, and I mean nowhere near the level of Erling Haaland. Yeah, it's Arteta, the second place merchant. Win something, then I'll eat a pepper. You want a bet? Haaland floor is everyone's ceiling as provided this season. I mean, the incredible thing this season is Haaland scored, 31 goals, this season just gone? And that was a poor season. That was a low season for Haaland. That was a drop-off. Most other strikers in the world take that in a heartbeat for their best season, Like, he gets crazy numbers every season, and in the last 44 goals, there you go, 44 goals is a drop-off, and it truly is amazing. Last season, when we were awful, he was still getting in goals. Who knows? This is Arteta's last chance to win a major trophy. How long has he got? We talk about this every once in a while, okay? But how long can he be a runner-up? Big up, Herbal. How you doing? Or just get a proper goalkeeper. What do you say? Oh man, just get both. Move on one of the keepers, bring in somewhat of a fee for them, and use their fee and a bit of other money to help bring in some players. Madueke, here he is. Tottenham bidding again for Kudus. Joao Felix maybe to Benfica, maybe. I'm gonna look here. Man, Ranieri to Chelsea, wouldn't that be something? Big up! Hope you're doing fine. I'm good, Alf. How are you? Big ups. Man, yesterday was such a bad day for the Walker news to drop, man. Because I literally was gone the whole day. I couldn't do anything about it. Saw it drop, okay, but I was literally just out. I literally couldn't do anything. I never worry about over-prem teams. Seems pointless. If we get the right players in, Livramento and class goalkeeper, that should be enough. Yeah, bring in a solid right back, bring in a solid keeper. By the way, he should be our number one left winger next season. Come to you. I do want to see Marmoush on the left wing. I want to see that, and I want to see Marmoush on that left wing, kind of inverting into striker a little bit. I think that's going to be a real good area for him. Haaland up top. And right wing, you can really rotate Phil and Shirky between the right wing and the cam zone. Marmoush Doku debate. Thoughts? I'm very fully team Marmoush. Yeah, I'm currently Marmoush as well. Marmoush insane numbers last season. It's hard to snuff it down now that he's adapted to the league too. For me, Marmoush, he's going to cook. I think Marmoush is a top player. I've seen all the signs I needed last season. He got 11 goal contributions for us last season, I think. And in the time he was with us, in the side he was with, you can only praise it. Connect, have you seen the part of the fan base that wants Marmoush gone? It's so bizarre, I can't stand them. Man, one change of weather can determine certain fans' opinions on certain subjects, man. Marmoush is so clearly top, and what, because he didn't get a goal or an assist during the Club World Cup? It's time for him to go, but probably. Nah, man. Last season he was top, got goal of the season. Literally got goal of the season. He scored it in May. Chill. Don't get me wrong, maybe Marmoush can have a stinker season this season, but I don't think he's gonna. I just can't understand Doku sometimes. Yeah, Hazard, man, that's the Doku that's the Doku conundrum. Sometimes he will play amazingly. The world will be his oyster for 90 minutes, and then he will go and play some random winger that you've never seen before and just play buns. Yeah, I still want Marmoush left wing. Doku had a good Club World Cup, and I rate that. I'm more than willing for good competition. Alright, so if Doku can keep that up and compete with Marmoush, I'm all for it, man. I want both of them to be brilliant. What's Marmoush done wrong? Have a look at my tweet. I tweeted one of those idiots yesterday. All right, have a look in a moment. I had Doku Connect, but I want goal scorers in my team. Players who can guarantee me a goal, like our teams in the past. Yeah, I mean, Sane, Sterling, Aguero, like my favorite front three ever. Like those guys would pull in the goals. And let's have a look at it. One more thing, Marmoush is not going to be a touchline winger. On paper, he will be on left wing. He'll tuck in an Ainari will offer the width. He could do that role fine, so I don't get people saying he's got no place in the team. I just I don't get why we're Oh, Blinkeneck is this guy. Furuhashi. Man, that's crazy. Here we go. Guy seriously came in mid-season, scores more goals than all our wingers because our top goal scorer second half of the season scores the Puskas goal, and because our third top scorer of the season, and people want him gone. Can't let fan base anymore. Why? It's genuinely incredible, isn't it? It genuinely is. You know, Marmoush has done nothing, but just be top, and people are willing to shy away from that. Nah, multiple teams were looking at Marmoush. Liverpool especially had their eyes on him. And multiple teams were definitely interested in him, more looking at him as a summer target though, as opposed to a this season target. We just jumped on him. Marmoush looks top, and no other I can't even see it in my head him not looking top. Yeah, I get you. Hazan! So for Dumfries release clause valid till 15, we have to get rid of a non-homegrown player to get him. Even if that was the case, which I'm not too sure, all Dumfries rumours have been rubbed off. Not just that person too. I've seen big group. Yeah. If Livermento don't happen, is that homegrown goalkeeper we can sign? I mean, we just signed one in Bettinelli, didn't we? Is Bettinelli English? Enjoy your Doku X Haaland Cup, guys. Yeah. But I mean, look, in terms of City news, it has been quiet. It's been so quiet. I want to talk more about this stuff, but it's just been so quiet. I'll find something to stream about soon that we'll probably have fun with, because man, we are a month and a half away before seeing City play again. Enjoy. I'm gonna try to be nice to our fan base. Why don't you rate Marmoush? He's a baller. I know Marmoush is crazy good. I'll pull up stats real quick. Apologies, we're getting a phone call. I won't be a minute, guys. Enjoy some tunes. Phone call answered. I'm back. This is why I tried to stay away from Twitter, mate. Only look at transfer talk mostly. I just can't be bothered. That's kind of what I'm a bit more like now, Herbal. You know, I used to get so triggered off of like fans and bad fans. But like, I do see it sometimes, obviously, because I'm not like I do just check out Fabrizio and call it a day. Guys in the comments saying Marmoush over Doku are killing me. No one wants to watch that guy. Chases horrendous touch for 90 minutes. He'll be good fresh legs in the last 20 to see get out. That's one I found. Let me find another. Yeah, the Doku for me. Okay, he had a good Club World Cup. He did. Yeah. But I want to see it consistently because, like someone said before, he can have a brilliant game at Eden Hazard, okay, and like a prime Eden Hazard at Chelsea, or he can then just go and play like, I don't know, name an absolute trash winger. If we're talking about left wing position, Marmoush has nothing that warrants him to start over JD. Isn't good 1v1, can't hold width, isn't a good passer. Isn't as good a passer. Yeah, Marmoush is not going to be exactly that though. On paper, yeah, but in terms of actually on the pitch, Marmoush can be more than that, man. Like, you know, there's and Marmoush is like a solid passer still. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Herbal, like he again, like he performs well once in a while, yeah, and you know he might get a solid cross in from time to time. I think the best ball Doku's ever delivered for us has been that ball that he got to Nunes against Aston Villa. That was a brilliant ball. He gets it absolutely bang on. To be fair to him, but like he doesn't do that every week. You know, he doesn't do that every couple of weeks. It's like that was like the best ball I've seen him produce. You know, a great ball. Funny thing is, all the rival fans are baffled at these fans hating on Marmoush, saying you shouldn't start. I know, like it feels like it's only a small part of the community. I feel, but they're just very vocal. You know, they're just very loud. Are really at the point where rivals have to defend our players. I know, man. Like, we as a fan base before last season, we used to be so unified. But now, look at us, man. Like, there's so many arguments, okay, about, this guy starting over this guy and whatnot. You know, I swear that we used to have one of the most united fan bases, like, going. You know, don't get me wrong, there were always disagreements. Okay? It's not like everyone like shook hands and agreed on everything. But like it was a lot more like natural. But like now I go on Twitter and it's like someone saying something outrageous every week. By the way, do we have any preseason games? I don't think we do. Not to my knowledge, unless something comes out over that. Gosh. But look, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Marmoush vs Doku. Hey, maybe we can have this kind of debate on a stream. Okay, it seems like most of us are in agreement here. But maybe we could talk about other positions too that maybe we aren't. But look, big ups to you all. Big ups to Elijah. Big ups to This Is City. Big ups to Hazan. Big ups to Herbal. Big ups to everyone that tuned in. You know, big ups to everyone. We've got 7 people in here at the moment, so make sure to hit the likes if you haven't already. I'm going to wrap it up now, though. So, yeah, look, I'm hoping to be back tomorrow. Hopefully some cool, big, breaking transfer news drops. I can talk about that. Great stream. Thumbs up, legend. Big ups to you. This is City. Let's get a redirect sorted. Sometimes I forget to do that. I've only really started doing it recently. Who have we got coming up? You know what? I don't know when this is. Yeah, it's in 50 minutes. Everyone go drop a like on This Is City stream. I'll go there. Because why not? Everyone go drop a like on that, Blues. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.